All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA. Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Play fake. Murray. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. No, no, no.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go. 18 data, 18 data. Look, read. Kill, kill.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. And watch the leg.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, McFarland. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, McFarland. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Check right. Double tight, guys, double tight. Quo. Hey, check. Three down.
On 2nd and 7. Luck finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down now, McFarland, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Miami.
Ready. 6 yards.
We're scoreless after 1.
You. Watch the safety.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Their catch made it at 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, McFarland, he's at the 50, the 30, 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Get ready, get ready,
The
get ready.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
That's the way. John Wright. Check.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Going up top. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. McFarland. Space to maneuver at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
58 Mike, 58 Mike. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
And again this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 70 58. Yo. Check.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Pull it together. Go, go. I got motion, man. Me. I got this. Hey, 58 is a left blow. Oh, yeah.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
12.
Here's Love. Sliding out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you give the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, McFarland. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing his lob. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the red zone now, Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 13 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Luck now to throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
49's the mic. It's our deal. It's our deal. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check three. Check three.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready. Touchdown. Watch 49.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland.
He's crazy. He's chopping.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Miami.
Here we go. Come to Andy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the twist. The twist. Check 26. Check 43.
On first down, McFarland. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 58's the mark. 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. Devontae Adams. 26 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
We easy up here. Let's go.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 24. Check 24. Move on, focus. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, watch the script.
They run it with Breida. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hey, Alpha!
A shotgun snap for Love. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 67 yards on the ground.
And the Dolphin first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On the draw, it's Pollard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. From the 40 now on second down. Luck got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check it. Alert.
To throw is Locke. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
You got time right there.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Dolphins 33, Jaguars 21.
Check out. 1, 6, 3. Come to my world. We want it. Check out.
A quick throw complete to Chubb. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Check out. 240. 50's the mic. Let's get out. 12. Get off the field, D.
On second down, here's Locke. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. To the air again, Locke. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Locke. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bang, bang. Go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just about on his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Locke. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Locke. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Love going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go on fourth. Love escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
On first down, here's Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yeah, let's go second.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On first down, it's long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck, that one complete. He finds Shark. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now it's locked. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida. 91 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a good.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
You can't block me. You can't rotate. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Whip.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Check out. All over you.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run with Breida. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They run forward with Breida. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
11 Z. Mike's 50. Hey, Delta. Let's go, D. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Got one. I got one. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Target.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I got it. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. 58 to Mike, 58.
Throwing on third down. Luck. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
40, easy, alert. 11. Hey, orbit. Hey, check. Hey, check.
On fourth down, Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Draw play, Edmonds. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.